Hello, do you know how shea butter is made? Do you want to learn how shea butter is made? Then this video is for you. So welcome back to Nice Chronicle channel. Today we are going to be discussing in detail about production of shea butter, the different steps involved down to the challenges women into shea butter production are currently facing. So let's dive in. Shea butter production is a traditional process in Nigeria. I'll be talking about Nigeria specifically because I'm from Nigeria. Shea butter is also made in other four African countries. But for the purpose of this video, I'll be talking about my own country, Nigeria. This process is carried out by women in rural communities. The process transforms shea nuts harvested from the shea tree into a creamy, nourishing butter. So let's get into the detailed description of the process that has been passed down from generation onto generation till this very generation. And to the next, let's talk about shea butter. I'm sure not everyone here knows what shea butter is talking about. Is what shea butter is actually. Shea butter is a natural fat extracted from the nut of shea tree, which is native to the savannah region of West Africa. It is renowned for its versatility and is widely used in skincare, cosmetics, cooking, and traditional medicine. This is what shea butter looks like. And this is what shea nut looks like. Let's talk about the characteristics of shea butter. One is the appearance, which is the major characteristics. It has this creamy, solid texture. If you can remember the picture I showed you previously, it has a very solid texture and it varies in color. Colors ranging from ivory to pale yellow, depending on the region and the production process used for that particular shea butter. Then the next is the composition. Shea butter is rich in fatty acid. Fatty acid like the oleic acid, stearic acid, palmitic acid, linoleic acid. Then it contains vitamin A, E, and F. And shea butter also contains antioxidants. I talked about antioxidants in my previous video. So if you've not watched it, please go to my video on cloves and get the meaning of antioxidants. Then shea butter is highly nourishing and moisturizing. I said it earlier. Then let's talk about the uses of shea butter. I said it's used in skincare. It helps to hydrate your skin. It's used in the treatment of eczema and it helps to reduce inflammation. That's why skincare, people into cosmetics use it for soap and body cream or any oil for skin treatment. Then, secondly, it's used in hair care. It helps to strengthen and moisturize your hair. People that are growing their natural hair, you can use shea butter as your hair cream. We've seen people do that. Then the cooking is used as cooking oil or an ingredient in traditional dishes. I, for once, I don't use it in cooking, but I've seen someone that uses it and it actually tasted so nice. Then the first one is for medicinal purposes. It helps with wound healing and serves as a base for ointment. Aside the ointment and wound healing, I know that some northern women here use it in the treatment of cough for their children. They mix it with salt and give their child, and so far it helps relieve cough for the children involved. Shea butter is a cornerstone for local economies in Nigeria and other parts of West Africa, often referred to as the women's code because women are majorly the gender in the production of this shea butter. You only see maybe once you can see a man doing the grinding process. This is so because of its economic significance in empowering rural women. Then, this is what a shea tree looks like. If you haven't seen one, this is a shea tree. It grows naturally in the African savanna regions, particularly countries like Ghana, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, and Mali. In Nigeria, it grows in the northern part of Nigeria, as the savanna zone, particularly in Niger, Kwara, and Kaduna. That's where you can see the shea tree, and that's why it's majorly cheap over there. Then this is what the shea fruit looks like. It's quite edible. They eat it uh over here. I stay at the northern part of Nigeria, so I know that they eat it and they even sell it in their local markets. Then this girl is so happy harvesting this shea fruit because for her, she's going to eat enough fruits. But for whoever she's harvesting it for, it's for production purpose. But that's aside. This is the harvesting of the shea fruits. That's the first step. The shea butter production begins with the collection of shea fruits. The shea fruit is gathered when ripe and typically falls to the ground. Local women and children gather fallen shea fruits from the ground during the harvesting season. And in Nigeria here, the harvesting season is between May to August. I do not know about other countries, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Ghana. I don't know about them. When they are done harvesting, the next thing is the pulp removal. They either eat the fruit, I thought it's edible. They either eat the fruits so that they can get the shea nut, or they pack it in a bag and place it one side and allow it to rot in so that they can get the shea nut. That's why I still explain the outer pulp of the fruit is removed by either eating it or leaving it to rot and washing it away, revealing the shea nut. Then after that, they start off by boiling the collected shea nuts. This process helps to prevent the shea nut from germinating, enhancing its storage period. If they don't boil it like this, like it will I don't know how to explain. If you keep the seed of a fruit for a long time, you see that it starts germinating. So if they don't boil it, it will start germinating, and it will be difficult for them to use it for the production of the shea nut. Hence the reason they boil it first before any other thing. So after harvesting, the next thing is to eat off the shea fruit, get the shea nut, and then boil it. Then after this boiling part, they dry it. The sun dry it. They use the sun to dry it because it's in the village. Though now technologies may be advancing and there might be other ways, but for now, for the purpose of this video, I just gathered the local production of shea butter for you. So after boiling it, they spread it out in the sun to dry thoroughly. This helps to prevent mold growth. I don't mold growth, they are, if you keep something for a very long time and they come together for a longer period of time, it tends to bring out mold, especially if it's a wet what's it called? If it's a wet substance or anything. So it grows mold, obviously. So this sun drying helps it to separate and prevent mold growth. This can take several days depending on the weather. During shea butter production, during the dry season period here in Nigeria, the shea nuts dries faster. But rainy season, it takes several days before it's dried. You can see that it takes a longer period of time. Then the next is the cracking. This part is very, very stressful. It's labor intensive. The dried nuts are cracked open, often manually using stone or locally crafted to extract the kernel. This process is more like you breaking palm kernel. I don't know if some of us here have this experience of breaking palm kernel. Some may not have the experience, but it's more like breaking palm kernel to extract the kernel itself to eat. There are people over here in Nigeria that do palm kernel oil. They use it, what's it called? Kernel oil. They use it for the body as well. So it's almost the same thing with shea butter production. They break the shea nuts to extract the kernel itself. This is very painful to the shoulder. While I was watching one of the women doing it, it's you can feel the pain. Sometimes you have to adjust her shoulder because it really pains them here. I wonder how they really do, but they're strong women. Then the next is the roasting phase. These parts are, if you're not a heat person, please don't even indulge yourself in this process because they need to keep turning it so that they stir it for a longer time to avoid burning. For this, she's using a what's it called, a metal pot over a large clay open fire. So they are stirring it with their hands here, but with the help of this advanced cooking roasting pot, with this one now, you just have to spin this handle like this. You just have to be spinning it. In that way, it helps her to stir the shea nuts inside here. Why them? They are using plate stuff or a wooden stuff to just stir it here. So this generates more heat than this. The kernel are roasted in large clay or metal pots over an open fire. The roasting releases oil and contribute to the nutty aroma of the final product. I don't know if you've used shea butter before. There's this burning scent, the original one. I'm not talking about refined shea butter, original unrefined shea butter. There's this burnt smell that it produces. Sometimes it's not, the scent is, the aroma is so nice. Sometimes, depending on your body system, you may not like it. So, but this is the reason you get that nutty aroma from shea butter because of this roasting part. That's why it smells like that. But I love the smell. I love it. So they stir it continuously to avoid burning. The next part, this is the roasted shea kernel about to be grinded. They washed it off, then went to grind it. So this is the grinding phase of the shea kernel. The roasted shea kernel are ground into a fine paste. Can you see how fat? Bless me, sorry, excuse me. Can you see how the paste of a shea kernel is? So they grind it using a grinding stone or a mechanical grinder in some communities. Yes, they have the stone they use in grinding it in some communities. But thank God for technology, we now have these grinding machines that they use now. In traditional setup, it's done manually, while in modernized cooperatives, they use motorized equipment like this. So, but I think this now is more you can get more of this now in the village, unlike before. Before it was stone they use in the production. Thank God for technology, as we always say. Then the next is the kneading process, the manual kneading process. The ground paste is kneaded by hand in a large basin or pot. This, after the breaking of the kernel, this is another stressful, labor intensive part of this shea butter production because they have to knead this for a very long time to extract the oil, and this is very painful. At some point, if they leave it, come back and continue. But believe me, these women into the production of the shea butter are really strong women. They are very strong. There are things this generation of women cannot do. Believe it, but that is the truth. They are very strong women. Very strong women. So if you can see, they are still kneading it here. Why they are kneading it? There's one interesting thing they were doing. You know the grounded paste. Now they are adding water to the grounded paste because if they're kneading it, it gets thicker. And they are now adding water so that it will help separate the oil from the solid residue. So why kneading? It gets, instead of getting, how will I put it, lighter, it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. So that oil helps the solid residues to separate from the oil. You can see here they're still kneading it. Then the oil now, they've put in water, the solid residues have started separating here. You can see the oil is already floating here now. Then this is the finished part. This part, it takes lots of hours. It's not 1 hour. Like you even sleep. If you're someone that sleeps a lot, you will sleep and wake up and you still meet them needing this thing. This is the most stressful and intensive, like most stressful part of this shea butter production. It takes hours. It doesn't just take. It doesn't. It's not done in minutes. It's not done in an hour, 2 hours. It takes like almost 6, 7 hours, depending on the strength of the women needing it. So this is the here they are done kneading. You can see the oil. So what they will do is that they will separate the residues, which is this. This is the solid residues. They've separated it and scooped out the oil and placed in the pots here. The collected oil is then boiled to remove excess water. So that oil that was collected, they placed it back on fire, leaving the so while the oil is boiling, the water and the solid residues goes below the pots. So the oil comes up. Like I explained, the collected oil is then boiled to remove excess water. Any impurities settle at the bottom, leaving pure, leaving pure shea butter on top. So this oil you're seeing on top now is the pure shea butter, while the oil and the solid residues is under the oil. The next thing they do is the filtration stage. Here they use spoon. They don't use sieve or something. You can't even carry the pot because you end up mixing everything. So what they use is they use spoon or they use bowl, scoop the oil from the top, then now pour in a basin. If you watch here now, she was using spoon. If she felt it, she was wasting time. She used the spoon to remove the dirt on the top of the oil. That's the what's it called? It's more like it came out more like a foamy dirt. So she's scooping out with the spoon. Then after removing this top dirt, now she now used the bowl to scoop the oil at the top. The pot is still on fire. So when after scooping it, you will leave the water. Please, while scooping, don't be stirring. Don't stir the pot. So while scooping it, she separated the oil from the solid residues and the water. Then she will place it in this bowl to solidify. You can see it now. After scooping it, the liquid shea butter is left to cool naturally and poured into molds or containers to solidify. When it's solidified, it can either give the ivory or the pearl yellow color, depending on the shea nut region and the roasting intensity. So if the shea nut burns during the roasting phase, like burns so bad, that's why you can see this deep yellow shea butter, depending on the country, like I said, and the roasting intensity. But you can see lighter color if it didn't burn so well. If it's just normal light roasting that they did, that's when you can get this very pale yellow color of this ivory color of shea butter. Though some people prefer it for their skincare. So after scooping it into here, you leave it here to solidify. Then and with this now, shea butter is ready. Once this oil solidified, it gives its own shape. And shea butter is ready. So that's the process of making shea butter. It's very stressful, but it's worth every process. Then the next to go is the packaging. Let's talk about the packaging I use. So once solid, the butter is packed into bowls. If you watch here, this is how they put it in the local market. You know, when wholesalers go to the village, they buy it like this. This is how local women they package it and keep it in the local market. This small container they call it mudu here in the north. So they will tell you, okay, 1 mudu of shea butter. So they sell it in a mudu like this, then this is a bigger pan, they sell it like this. You wholesalers or people, retailers. No, I think let me just use wholesalers or people into production of cream. They buy it like this, then they now go to their various destinations. Either they refine it or they sell it pure like this without any refining. So they package it in this calabash or bowl or plastic container for storage and sell. Then the distribution is sold locally in the market or distributed to urban areas and exported globally, like I said earlier. Then let's talk about the traditional and cultural aspect of this shea butter. This shea butter involves collaborative work. The production is often a communal effort, fostering strong social bond among women. If you watch from beginning to the end, you only see women, and it's not just a woman. Like they do it in groups. Just that it involves it's a teamwork. The shea butter production. It's not just a work you do. You just wake up. "Ah, I want to do shea butter. It's a teamwork. But you can try to do it on your own if you have the energy, anyways. Then the next is the cultural significance. Shea butter is not just a product. It symbolizes economic empowerment for rural women as it provides steady income, which is very true because these women, most of them, their life saving depend on the production of the shea butter and selling. That's what they do for a living. They produce shea butter, they sell. Some women, some harvest the shea butter itself and sell to people that produce. So it's their way of making small money. So the next is sustainability. The traditional method is eco-friendly, relying on natural processes without any chemical additive. I just put you through the process of making the shea butter, and I'm sure that there was no place I mentioned it was added any chemical, any acid, anything. No. If you can remember the previous video from the beginning to the end, I did not mention any. I didn't mention the addition of any other thing. From the beginning to the end was from the shea fruit to the shea nuts to the shea kernel to the blended shea kernel to the boiling extraction of the oil. That was all. I didn't mention any other additive. So it's sustainable. That's one of the traditional and cultural aspect of it. Then on to the next one is the challenges in local shea butter production. The challenge these women face. I had the opportunity of talking with most of them, and I noticed that one of the challenges they face. Number one is it's labor intensive. The manual process is physically demanding and time consuming. You can even see it from the video pictures I showed earlier, from the explanations I did. It's very, very labor intensive. If you are lazy, you can't produce shea butter. You can't join those women. If you're the type that don't like stress, if stress is not for you, you can't even join the shea butter production team. If what's it called, in these rural areas, just go and open your own company and just start modernized form of shea butter production. Then next is the weather dependency. Because they depend on the sun for drying of their fruits, the weather condition, they rely on it so well. So the weather matters. It's one of the challenges that they face. Drying and other steps rely heavily on heavy weather condition. If there is sun, then their production will be faster. So if there is a bad weather, it slows down the production rate for them. They have to be bringing out the shea nuts just to be air dry. So before it dries off, it takes a longer time. Then the next is the market access. Women often face challenges accessing larger markets for their product because most of them are just trained within the confine of their community. Most of them don't have any international or interstate exposure. They just know their village and their village market. Most of them, the only place they can just carry their share butter to is the local market. That's why it's difficult. Some of them will stay there because most of the villagers already might be producing the shea butter or have access to the shea butter in a cheaper rate. It's difficult for them to locate international investors or people, large companies that may need the supply for them. So the market access is of a challenge for them too. Then secondly is the preservation. Shea butter is stored in a cool, dry place. If the weather is so hot, in the northern part of Nigeria here, they experience a very hot weather, especially during the dry season and and harmattan season. So during that period, shea butter melts. It's an oil. If you remember the processes, if you can remember the processes, it was an oil first before it's solidified. So if it's now in a very hot zone, it tends to turn into oil quick. And in that sense, it's the storage time for them, it's what will I say? It's quite short. So if they have a very good weather or they have a good cold room or storage room, they can store it. It can help prevent spoilage for them. So these are the four challenges I was able to get from them, and I'm sure it's still affecting them. Then the efforts so far that I've read that can improve the production process include introducing mechanical tools to reduce this labor for them. If there's any tools, you can drop for me in the comment section. I'm still researching on them. I don't know if there's any company that's gone into proper shea butter production, or I'll still research more on them. So I feel this is one of the things to do to improve this for them. Then, secondly, is the training them on quality enhancement and of their products, like tutoring them. Most of them, like communicating with themselves is always quite difficult because if you're not speaking in Hausa, their language, it's difficult to communicate with most of them, though some understand English a little bit. So you train them on language, then the quality enhancement of of the shea butter, what they can use it to do, and how they can increase the quality of the shea butter. Then the next I feel is forming cooperatives to improve bargaining power and access to global markets. If they have access to global markets, I think it will help them to prevent spoilage of the shea butter. If they are producing, there's this joy. If you're producing something and you're selling off faster, it comes with this particular joy of, okay, I'm selling off faster and it will help me produce more faster. So the next is, despite modern intervention, traditional method remains integral to the cultural heritage of Nigeria, my country. Nigeria, then Nigeria is obviously my country, so it's okay. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and turn on your notification bell for more educational videos like that. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the shea butter production. Will you be trying it? Is it labor intensive? Do you think it's something you can do? Do you want to visit these women? Is there a modernized way you think we can help these women? Let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much. Do have a nice day. Bye.